I never imagined at 38 I'd be flat on my back in a sterile hospital bed at Mercy General in Chicago, staring up at the fluorescent lights flickering like bad omens, while Dr. Hargrove's words hammered into my skull like nails in a coffin. I'm afraid it's end-stage organ failure. Emily, we've run every test, tried every treatment. You have maybe 2 days left. 3 at the outside. 2 days. 48 hours ticking down like a bomb. I should have been replaying my life in my head, the missed chances, the what-ifs, the people I'd leave behind. But no. My eyes were locked on my husband Nathan's face, really seeing it for the first time in years. And what I saw there, it wasn't heartbreak. It wasn't denial. For a split second, as the doctor's words hung in the air, something else flashed across his sharp features. Not sorrow. Satisfaction. Like he'd just won the lottery. His mother, Martha, stood rigid beside him, her bony hand on his shoulder in a quick pat that screamed conspiracy more than comfort. I felt a chill snake through my fever-racked body, cutting through the haze of pain meds. Dr. Hargrove was still murmuring sympathies. We'll keep you comfortable. Manage the symptoms. Call anyone you need, before he slipped out, leaving us in that suffocating silence broken only by the beep of monitors tracking my fading pulse. Nathan circled the bed like a shark, his hand slipping into mine cool. Steady. Too steady. 8 years married. And I'd always thought those hands were my anchor. Now they felt like chains. He leaned in close, his breath hot against my ear, voice a whisper meant only for me. Finally, he said, lips curling just enough to twist the knife. Just 2 days. And it's all mine, your portfolio. The houses, the cash. The words landed like acid, burning through the fog in my brain. Had he really just said that? My mind reeled, piecing it together in slow, agonizing fragments. He straightened up. That same smile plastered on, not the loving one from our wedding photos, but something predatory. You should rest, sweetheart. Big day ahead, or should I say, last day. Martha edged closer, her eyes like chips of ice I'd tried to melt with kindness for years. It's a mercy. Really, she said, voice flat as a Midwest prairie. You've suffered long enough. A mercy. My death was their goddamn mercy. They turned to leave, voices dropping to what they thought was a hush. But dying sharpens your senses, every word cut through the air like glass. We'll call the realtors tomorrow, Martha murmured at the door. Get appraisals on the properties fast. Nathan's reply, start with the brownstone in Brooklyn, that'll pull $2 million easy. Keep the lake house in Michigan for rentals. The condo in Manhattan? Dump it. Too flashy. They were carving up my empire like Thanksgiving turkey. And I wasn't even cold yet. My properties. My investments, built from scratch after inheriting that first flip house from my aunt. I turned it into a real estate goldmine. Flipping homes. Managing rentals. All while Nathan supported me by quitting his sales job and lounging through endless golf games and networking lunches on my dime. And Martha? She'd shown up 6 years ago with her sob story about eviction. And I'd opened my doors wide, playing the good daughter-in-law. Now their laughter echoed down the hall, actual laughter, as the door clicked shut. 8 years. 8 years of blind trust. Of love that felt real until this moment shattered it. How had I ignored the red flags? The way he'd pushed those health smoothies Martha blended every morning, insisting they were packed with organic goodness. Better than Doc's pills, she'd say with that tight smile. I'd gulp them down, grateful, while my health spiraled, fatigue, nausea. Organ issues the specialists called mysterious. Love blinds you. Trust dumps you down. And now? I was done being the fool. My phone sat on the nightstand, just out of reach, arm heavy as lead. I strained until my fingers snagged it. 2 days left. But I wasn't checking out without a fight. Vision blurring. I dialed a number I'd punched in 100 times over 6 years. She picked up quick. "Hello, Brenda," I rasped. Breath ragged. "It's Emily. Come to Mercy General tonight. Room 412. Urgent." Pause on her end. "You okay? Should I call 911? No calls. Just come. And Brenda, if you help. You'll never scrub another floor. I swear." Another beat. On my way. Brenda Hayes had been my housekeeper for 6 years, reliable. Quiet. The kind who noticed dust bunnies and secrets alike. She came twice a week. Kept our Lincoln Park townhouse spotless. Never pried. But her eyes saw everything. Bonuses at holidays. Fair pay, I'd treated her right. But more. She'd been in the house when I wasn't. Ears open to whispers they thought invisible. If anyone had the dirt on Nathan and Martha, it was her. I dropped the phone. Exhaustion crashing over me like a wave. But sleep brought flashes, our wedding in Napa. Nathan's vows sounding sincere, honeymoon in Hawaii. All charm and attention, the day Martha moved in. Me hugging her like family, those smoothies starting a year ago. My energy draining sip by sip. 2 days to turn the tables. War declared. I must have dozed off. Fever dreams twisting Nathan's smile into a monster's grin. A soft knock jolted me awake. The window showed night had fallen over the city. My throat was desert dry. Body aching like it had been run through a grinder. Brenda slipped in, locking the door. Her face etched with worry. Curly hair tousled from the rush. "Emily? What happened?" "Lock it tight," I whispered. She did. Then hovered by the bed. Hands wringing. "You look. God. Are you dying?" 2 days. Tops. But that's not it. I spilled it all, the whisper. The overheard plot. Every cruel detail. Her face cycled through shock. Anger. Horror. "I knew something was off," she finally said. Voice trembling. "But how do you tell someone that?" "Tell me now." "Everything." And she did. Words tumbling out like a dam breaking. 6 years cleaning our place. She'd seen the underbelly. 3 years back. Deep cleaning Nathan's office. She'd stumbled on a locked drawer, spreadsheets of my assets. Property vows. His notes on liquidation. I snapped pics on my phone, she admitted. Gut feeling said trouble. Then the will, my updated one from 3 years ago. After that bad flu where Nathan played nurse. He'd pushed the rewrite. Just in case. She'd seen highlights on clauses leaving it all to him. More, she went on. Tears welling. They talk when you're out. Martha griped once, "It's been 6 years. The inheritance should have been ours by now." 6 years since she'd crashed our lives. And the smoothies? Martha was obsessive, blended them early. Watched you drink every drop. Locked ingredients in her room. Snapped at me when I asked casually. Poison. The word hung unspoken. But it clicked. A year's worth of those bitter shakes. My decline sinking perfectly. You think they? I trailed off. Brenda nodded. Sobbing. I should have spoken up. You are now. My plan formed raw and ruthless, risky. Maybe illegal. But what did a dying woman have to lose? First, a new will. Scrawled on hospital paper, everything to Brenda. With instructions to run the business. Donate chunks to shelters. No, she protested. That's insane. I'm just loyal. The only one who saw through the bullshit. Second, evidence. I had a tiny recorder in my bag. Bought weeks ago on a hunch when Nathan's affections started feeling off. Planned it tonight, I said. Kitchen or living room, where they scheme. If they gloated, we'd catch it. Third, my home office safe, false bottom with hidden deeds. Accounts Nathan never knew about. Key under the garden gnome. Photograph it all. Send to my lawyer. Alex Rivera. She clutched the recorder. Eyes wide. Emily. This is huge. Call me Em. We're in this deep now. She left. And silence pressed in. My mind replaying 8 years of deception. Had any love been real? Our first date in Wrigleyville. Him probing my real estate hustle, interest or intel. I wasn't stupid. I'd stashed assets separate. Caution from my bootstraps days. But love softened edges. Not anymore. Brenda didn't return that night, good sign. No bust. I catnapped through nightmares of Nathan's grin splitting wide. Morning light filtered in, a nurse bustled with uneaten breakfast. Chit-chat about her kid's soccer game. I saved strength. At 9. Alex Rivera strode in tall. Silver-haired. Sharp as a tack. 15 years my lawyer. More friend than suit. His face was storm clouds. Brenda hit my office at dawn with your note. Pics. Why didn't you flag this sooner? Love's blindfold. He'd warned me subtly Nathan's interest in my books. His jobless lifestyle. Martha's convenient arrival post my big inheritance. I'd brushed it off. Defending the modern husband. Fool. He pulled docs. Newell per your specs, all to Brenda. 20% profit share if she manages. If you pull through, I won't. You retain control. Nathan gets sip. I signed shaky. 3 spots. Old Will's toast once filed today. Then the pics. Nathan's asset trackers. Realtor contacts. A $200,000 loan forged with my SIG on joint props. Fraud, Alex said. Trace chunks to Martha's account. PI fees, probably digging your secrets, and a Swiss wire. Prepping for your exit. But the smoothies? Brenda mentioned. Worth talk screens. Hope flickered. Fragile. Do it. He called in favors, Dr. Hargrove agreed to rush panels. Noon brought Nathan and Martha. Striding in like conquerors. Martha toted a thermos. Brought soup, hospital slops trash. Eat up. Keep strong. Strong for what? Their timeline? Not hungry. Nonsense. Steam rose. Chicken scent mocking. I'm good. Her eyes narrowed. Emily. Don't be stubborn. I made it special. Then sip it first. Prove it's safe. Silence dropped like a bomb. Nathan pocketed his phone. What are you implying? You've pushed those smoothies a year. I've tanked since. Coincidence. Room iced over. Paranoid, Nathan snapped. Martha capped the thermos. Hands quaking. I won't dignify this. She stormed out, he followed. Muttering. My grim smile lingered. Let them sweat. Afternoon blurred in drugged naps. Visions of Martha's panic replaying. 6 p.m. Dr. Hargrove with nurses, more blood. Questions on symptoms. Rivera flagged irregularities. Full talks run, results soon. Alone. My phone buzzed, Brenda. Got recorder. Coming post bedtime. 11. She arrived. Device in hand. Listened in the car. It's damning. Playback, kitchen clatter. Then voices. Martha, she suspects. Nathan, dying delusions. She refused the soup. Knows. Pause. Can't. But 2 days, ours then. Martha smug. Those smoothies worked slow. No flags. Nathan laughed. Year of her chugging poison. Patient. Mom. Better than your stair push idea. More, will gloating. Poison research. Forgery details. Worst, if she lasts? Damage done, she'll be invalid forever. We win. Brenda killed it. Tears flowing. Prison for them. Wait for talks. She left. I stewed in cold rage. 8 years a mark. But now? Payback brewing. Midnight text from Alex. Prelims in. Here I am. Dawn crept. I stared at ceiling cracks. Plotting. 7 a.m. Alex and Hargrove. Thallium, Doc said. Heavy metal poison. Chronic dosing matches your decline. Calculated to fake natural failure. Proof. With recording, Alex added. Police time. Detective Reyes en route. Future shifted, I'd live? Treatable now. Chelation. Months rehab. But survivable. Tears stung relief. Fury. Reyes arrived. Noble woman. Took my statement. Heard tape. Will nab am here. Watch their faces crack. Nod. 10 a.m. They entered, annoyed to stunned. Room packed. Alex. Doc. Reyes. Uniforms. What's this? Nathan barked. Reyes, arrested for attempted murder. Fraud. Conspiracy. Faces drained. Natural causes. Thallium says otherwise. Tape played. Nathan's poison quip. He lunged, you bitch. Cuffed mid-stride. Martha flat, you were supposed to die. But I didn't. Rod in prison. Cuffs clicked. Shouts faded. Room cleared. Brenda stayed. Hands clasped. Partners. Partners. Tears mixed relief. Months later. Chelation wrung me out. But I breathed free in a Michigan lake cabin, old house sold. Proceeds to abused shelters. Brenda ran ops brilliantly. Visits bringing updates. Sunset over water. Tea steaming. Manhattan condos leased prime. Silence settled. That smile when he thought I'd die. His mistake. Never trust a smile at death's door. Trust the tears. She'd cried real, he'd grinned greedy. 2 days brought not his win. But justice, decades caged. Fortune lost. I'd paid and trust shattered. But reclaimed life. Spite fueled and unbreakable.